Everybody, it's me, Amaya, and today I am back with another Make Your Good Cake video. I know it's been a while since I did Make Your Good Cake video, because last time I did one, it was back in November, maybe even the end of October. I'm pretty sure it's in November, though. It was the contest I did with Teddy, but typically I post these videos about once a month, but I didn't do in December because I took my whole break, and it just wasn't very good timing. So, but I am back with a new Make a Good Cake. This one is all going to be about responsibility slice. So, in case you do not know. Okay, so this one, if you don't know how the series works, I'm just going to give a quick explanation since it's been a little while. So, it's not about actually making a cake. It's about building slices of good qualities or characteristics that can help you be a better person. And each slice is a different way. At the end of the series, you'll have your good cake. So, as I said, today we're going to be talking about the responsibility slice. So first, we're going to know, what is responsible mean? Responsible mean is taking the action that you need to go. So you're owning up to your mistakes. So, like for example, if I took this pencil from one of my friends, took this pen from one of my friends. They said, "Hey, did you take my pen?" And if I said, "Yeah," the responsibility is saying, "Yes, I did. I'm sorry. You can have it back." And they'd be like, "Okay, thank you." But sometimes it's hard to be responsible because responsibility kind of ties with the honest slice. And which will be in future episodes. But just a little hit there. But it is not there. But really, if you're not going to be responsible, you're basically lying. And even though you make things for your benefit, here's the thing. Lying is never, never, never to your benefit. I'm just going to probably combine these two, responsibility and honest. It's never to your benefit, because even though for a while they say, "No, I didn't take your pen," like, "Okay, let me know if you see it." Well, when we aren't responsible, when we aren't honest or truthful, we can sometimes get filled with guilt. And guilt is a feeling where it's like, "Oh my gosh, you didn't do that. You should it makes you want to redo it because you feel like you didn't do the right thing. And it's not very fun having guilt or feeling guilty, because it's not fun at all, because it doesn't feel good, you feel bad, you may feel bummed for the rest of the day. But the thing that comes from guilt and responsibility, they may think, "Oh, you should have done, this is what guilt's going to tell you. Oh, you should have done that. No, you shouldn't have done this. Oh, you did that, you did this." And using my pen scenario, sometimes when lying gets in the way, it can stop us from being responsible. So here's why it's important not to lie, because you start off with lying because you didn't want to admit something, because maybe you feel like your friend wouldn't like you, or maybe you thought they would be hurt, or maybe you thought maybe you and your friends would feel very guilty. Any of the reasons why you didn't do it. But so you lie, and then it goes on into you feel guilt. You're like, "Oh, I should have said I had it. I'm a loser. That my friends don't like me." But then this is where guilt's trying to play with your mind. Thinking, "Oh well, and you're thinking, maybe I should go tell them, because you may be like, I don't want to feel these bad emotions, and the way to let them out is by telling the truth." When you tell the truth, when you take responsibility, it'll help you so much. It may not feel like it's going to help, because you're like, "No, it's just going to make it go worse. My friends are not going to like me." But most of the time, when you admit it, the situation gets a lot better. Because if you keep on lying and lying and lying and lying, you are just gonna have more guilt, more guilt, more guilt, more guilt. And then it goes into people are not gonna trust you. People are, and when they find out, because every lie that you tell will be found out eventually. And so even with all of those, so when you keep building up lies, even though they're tiny lies, like, oh, I didn't bring my pencil back. Oh, I took your water bottle. Oh, I just didn't clean my room. I didn't look at my phone. Little lies like that, but you lie say, oh, I didn't clean my room. No, I didn't see your pen. You may think, oh, those are little lies. They could go past. But any lie will get found out. And the more you lie to people, the more people are going to not like you. They're going to think, oh, this person is distrustful. This person hurt my feelings because I felt like they could always tell the truth to me. This person, I don't really want to tell them anything because nobody's going to want to tell you anything. They're not going to trust you with any secrets because they know that you are going to, because they know that you are going to lie and do that. So but here's what happens if you tell the truth. Maybe you lied and you said, I didn't see your pen. But they said, okay, let me know if you see it. Maybe I lied, and I feel all this guilt. I'm like, maybe I should go tell the truth. So I go tell the truth and say, hey, I actually took your pen. I didn't want to say it because I thought you would feel very mad at me, and I didn't want to separate our friendship. Most of the time, when you tell the truth, things will be 10 times more better for you. Be like, oh, okay. Don't feel like you have to lie to me. We'll always be friends. Thank you for being honest. And then that guilt that you were holding inside, that was inside of you, that was just like trapped, basically. Kind of like a cage. It was trapped in there. You were trapped right next to guilt. Well, now that cage opened. You walked out and guilt was shut back in and chipped away. It was gone. And so it's very important not to lie because lying is just going to make 10 times worse. But sometimes when we lie and we're not responsible and we don't tell the truth, then that can lead, then we have the guilt stage. It was like, oh my gosh, you should have done this. You shouldn't have done that. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? And then sometimes guilt tries to trick our minds, saying, even if you do tell the truth, your friends are still gonna not like you. They're not gonna like you anymore after you took their pen or after you lied to your parents. They ain't gonna love you. They ain't gonna like you no more. They're gonna be like, oh, that person, they're a liar. I don't want to be associated with them. And so you'll be like, I don't want that to happen to our friendship, or I don't want my family to think that. And so then you end up don't telling the truth. And maybe that person never got that pen back. Or maybe and then eventually it may take a day, it may take an hour, it may take months, it even may take a year. It could take however long. But eventually they'll find out, hey, I know that you took my pen. Hey, I know that you didn't clean your room when I told you to, and you made your little brother do it. And then you will have that guilt stronger than ever. Because you have the guilt not only from where you were at, you had that guilt for however long it took, and you have that guilt now. So you're just getting triple guilt. And then you're going to feel that guilt, and then you're going to be like, I'm sorry. And people are going to be mad at you. Sure, even if you do tell the truth, people might, even if you lie and then tell the truth, people still might be a little upset. And that's perfectly fine. I mean, if somebody lied to me, and I would be glad that they told the truth, I wouldn't be very happy. But after a little while, it shouldn't be a huge big deal. But if you keep on lying and lying and lying and lying, your responsibility meter, like here's your responsibility meter, and you lie. Look, so here's the honest meter, responsibility. When you lie, it gets shorter. Because responsibility and honesty go hand in hand. So when you start lying, your responsibility starts getting shorter too. Because with responsibility, you own up to your mistakes. Well, being honest is literally the same thing as responsibility. You own up to your mistakes. You tell people, hey, like, if you told somebody this answer on the math test, you're like, oh crap, maybe you just had a miss up. Maybe you didn't actually mean to lie. You go in there, instead of letting them like, oh, and then the guilt will start coming, because responsibility and honesty, when you realize, crap, I messed up, or oh no, I can't believe I just did that, guilt starts to play a huge part. It starts coming at you like wild. It just wants you to stop telling the truth. But you cannot let that lower your responsibility and your honesty, because that's just going to make your life a lot worse. So when you do that, so you may think, so it's hard at first to get rid of the guilt. They'll tell you, oh, you should have done this. You should have done this. Why didn't you do that? You should have done this. Oh, this was such a terrible mistake. Your friends aren't going to like you. You're just going to have to do this. I know it isn't a very nice word, I'm not supposed to say a whole lot, but you're going to have to tell that guilt to shut up. Just shut up. Nobody wants to hear your mouth. That's not true about me. If I made a mistake, sometimes it's better to admit that you made a mistake, because it can kind of help you realize, hey, I did this and I know it, and I'm going to move on. Face it, feel it, let it go. Face your feelings. Face it. Crap. Face the guilt. You can feel it, and then you gotta tell the guilt to shut up. I'm not listening to you. That isn't true about me. You're just trying to stop me for being responsible and telling honesty. And if I listen to you, my life's gonna become 10 times worse. So shut up, and I don't want to hear from you. And I'm going to go tell the truth. That's what you need to do. Because if you just let that guilt, it's hard at first, but you know how with medicine, it typically does when you take the first dose. Sometimes it doesn't really do a whole lot, but when you keep taking it, it'll help your body feel better. But the same thing, but not physically, emotionally. When you can tell the guilt, every time you feel it, just shut up. That's not true. I'm going to tell the truth. Even though you still feel guilt throughout your life, but that can help get rid of it quicker, and you can have a good life. And so, just tell to shut up, and you may have to do that a few times before it actually starts working. And when it starts working, it'll help that guilt. Like, here's your guilt. It'll go, do, 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 do. It's very slowly. It'll go like this. But you'll see a big change. Even with the teeny tiny changes that go by, you'll see a huge, miraculous change in it. But you have to keep saying it that. Even when you feel like giving up. Even if you feel like, oh no, I shouldn't talk to my friends again. Even when you feel like that, you're going to say, shut up, guilt. I'm not listening to you. I'm going to go tell the truth. It's going to make your whole life a lot better. So, I really want you to stick in your brain. So let's take a quick recap. So we learned responsibility is and what honesty is. And we learned how those two tie together. We also talked about how guilt can trick us into not telling the truth. But we need to tell guilt to shut up. I'm not listening to you. I'm going to go tell the truth. And tell the truth. And most of the time, when you tell the truth, it'll be okay. And eventually, you won't have that guilt play in your mind. You won't lie. If you keep doing that and keep working on your honesty skills, you won't lie. You'll eventually just tell the truth from the first, that way you don't have to go through the whole guilt trip. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found this helpful. If you know anybody who would see this video as helpful for them, maybe they were probably lying, or maybe they need to be more responsible and stuff, Either way, I recommend you share it to them. It will be really appreciated. Leave a like. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Subscribe to my Playtime so much for time playing together. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.